Shalom, Royal Family. The class you are about to hear is taught by the Honorable Yudhe Beit Nun Sophie Yudhe many years ago. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at www.yahweh144000.com. Also, Royal Family, you can enroll in classes designed for the Godhead at www.universityofyahweh.org. Enjoy.
Evidently, being clean plays a health role, huh? Now back to Leviticus 15, verse 6. Please.
And he that sitteth on anything whereon he sat, that hath the issue, shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even.
So if you go and sit on anything that he sat on, that's rough, isn't it? Yahweh is saying that the nature of bacteria and disease is so powerful that it'll penetrate. You know, when you were a kid and you may have gone, and you had some guests in the house, and wherever they sat, you went behind and smelled the seat. Any of you ever done that? You don't need a line, I said, I'm going to raise my hand. I'm going to tell you the truth. You ever go behind somebody and smell the seat? And you knew somebody besides you had sat there. They've been gone all day long and they're still in that seat, boy. Ooh-wee. What does that prove? If the smell is still in the chair, what does it prove? What? Bacteria, uncleanliness has somehow come through that person's clothes into the fabric of that chair and is hanging around. And it's hanging around with such profundity that you can still smell it. Yahweh is saying, without thinking about smelling it, can you imagine just sitting on anything that this man sat upon that has? If you sit down behind somebody, you don't know what they got. Huh? Imagine don't know what they got. You don't know what they have. That means you walking around with itches all over your pants, or whatever you got, and then don't even wash it. It's a real handicap to sit down behind somebody that don't know they have an issue. How many understand this is a health class? It's a real health class. That's why they have movies theaters dark. If you saw the seats of a movie theater under the light, I guarantee you that 95% of us in here wouldn't sit down. Some of you sit down, I understand. So you sit down anything. What makes you like that? But you who are awake and love Yahweh, I know most of you would not sit down in no theater if you saw it. You talk about, anybody ever seen a theater seat with the lights on? Me, huh? You can go to a theater and come out scratching. You imagine women with short dresses sitting down in theater seats? Huh? Women with short dresses sitting down in a theater seat. You know what a miniskirt will do in a theater? Women wonder why they have a problem. They have the hoochie coo down there. Come right out the theater seat. And they be changing it often. You know, every 2 hours you get you a new seat. You get you a new dose. Boy, that's no telling what you get. Short dresses on. Ooh. I got this problem, doctor. And I don't know what it is. I didn't mess with nobody. You didn't. You just went and sat down in one of those movie seats. Huh? That'll make you think about going to a movie, won't it? Verse 7. Read.
And he that toucheth the flesh of him that hath the issue shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even.
You're unclean. If you shake a man's hand that's got an issue anywhere on his body, you got to go not only wash your hands, but wash your clothes. And still, for a certain number of hours, 12 hours, you'll be unclean. Sure. Verse 8, read.
And if he that hath the issue spit upon him that is clean, then he shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even.
Now, where does spit come from? What? Mouth? So, sister, when you got a brother that's unclean and you kiss him, and some of his spit gets on your mouth. You know how you be kissing, right? Right, y'all looking at me so funny, like, what are you talking about? You know you be mixing up spit. Well, all you spit mixers, huh? He's unclean. The spit get on you. What? So if a man got an issue, should you kiss him? So conversely, if a woman has an issue, should you kiss her? Why? They're both unclean. And Yahweh wants you to be unclean or clean? Verse 9, read.
And what saddle soever he rideth upon that hath the issue shall be unclean.
Oh, I got it made. We don't have horses today. So what takes the place of your horse today? Your cars, trucks, vans, wherever he sits. Airplane seat. Oh, Lord. You can only pray, say, well, Yahweh, I hope this seat, these last people in this seat didn't have no issue, Yahweh. Verse 10, read.
And whosoever toucheth anything that was under him shall be unclean until the even. And he that beareth any of those things shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even.
If he sat on a pillar, and you carry the pillar, over. You know from smelling a seat that it's there. Verse 11, read.
And whomsoever he toucheth that hath the issue, and hath not rinsed his hands in water, he shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even.
A running sore. That's how dangerous a running sore is. Read.
And the vessel of earth that he toucheth, which hath the issue, shall be broken, and every vessel of wood shall be rinsed in water.
What if it's made out of stainless steel? You throw it away? No, you wash it, sterilize it, and wash it. Why wouldn't it, if you had a vessel that's made out of earth, why would you have to destroy it? It's porous, it takes it right on into itself. What is a vessel of earth? A clay, something made out of clay. So drinking water or anything like that, out of an earthen thing that's made out of clay, see, you got to just break that on up. Yahweh knows the science, doesn't he? Is Yahweh a scientist? He knows the nature of things. First-rate scientist, isn't he? He's a master. Yahweh is the master of all knowledge. Look at how protected we are by just keeping his laws. If we didn't know why, just to keep it is a protection. What a delight to come and learn knowledge like this from the Creator. Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Well, I'm sure you learned this in the hospitals. When you go visit a hospital, you would surely expect the scientific doctors to teach you that when you walk into the room of this sick person, this diseased person, this person is running with cancer or running from different kinds of sores, laying in the bed, man and woman with an issue, I'm positive that they teach you in your health centers, that your doctors and nurses teach you that when you touch this sick person, you must go home and bathe yourself in water and wash all of your clothes. Why wouldn't they tell you? They know they're going to have you in their next. They're going to make money off of you coming back. Are you going to be a victim sooner or later? Yeah, you'll be paying out money yourself soon. Wicked, isn't it? If you cannot depend on your doctors and your nurses, then you are through when it comes to this world. I'm sure the doctors are happy to. They'll be happy to learn that I'm teaching you such hygiene as this. I'm sure they will be delighted. Here is a mother that has brought a fine, healthy child into the world, and this child has gotten to be 6 months old and a year old, and here's men in the house that's unclean, but got a running issue, and your child runs up to his uncle, your brother, that's got an issue, and he's kissing all over your baby, and you wonder why your child is sick. Or your mother, your unclean mother, and your old heathen father come with their old heathen, unclean, issue running ways, sitting all around your house, slobbing all over your kids, and then you go back and kiss your kid run and kiss you, get all up in your arms, You got a thing going on in your house. And you'll be wondering, why is my child suffering from this fever? Why is my child so sick? Because see, sometimes what they got from your relatives, it didn't take effect immediately. About 3 or 4 days later, they come down. You be looking around in the house for the culprit. The culprit were these unclean people with these issues. And I know people will know they have running sores and will come up and get all over you, because I've had people know they have a cold and come get in my face. So I just had to back off from kissing people because they won't tell me. They want me to touch it so bad. They'll tell me, oh, I got a cold. Say, hey, you told me that after you. Ooh, that's dirty. That's not fair. I don't get a chance to see you so often. I just forgot Yahweh ben Yahweh. Shalom. You forced me to be like that. See, I don't have colds like I used to. When they start to get up in my face, that's right. I don't have colds anymore like I used to. You had colds are coming right in my face and not saying a word. So now, I might shake your hand, I'll bow to you about 4 feet away. Is that real? Honest and straightforward person would say, look, I got an issue, I got a sore. Some people will have herpes #1 on their lip. And if you don't see them, they'll kiss you. And it's going to pass. You bet your money it's going to pass. It's definitely going to pass. That's dirty. That's dirty food. That's wicked. That's unclean. I'm glad for this class myself. This is blessing my mind. I don't know what it's doing to you, but it's blessing me. That means, mothers, you can't let everybody take your child. You want to, praise Yahweh, but I'm teaching you better. Better make sure that who holds your baby clean. Better look real good. Let me hold your baby. It's okay. That's all right, baby. You're okay right now. Thank you, sugar. So glad you love my baby, but I'm going to hold him right now. Thank you. You watch people, you feel, look at them good. You and your baby will be sick. Verse 13. Read.
And when he that hath an issue is cleansed of his issue, then he shall number to himself 7 days for his cleansing, and wash his clothes, and bathe his flesh in running water, and shall be clean.
Well, all you bucket users, there is the bucket. What? There goes the bucket. You who love to smear, the basin's got to go. Got to give up the washpan. Get in some water that's running. If you have to get it up over your head and make you one of those outside jungle showers. And let that stuff run on down. Yeah, make a jungle shower. Punch you some holes in a bucket, fill it up, and jump under it. Let that water run. This is a divine class. I don't care what you say. And this is the first time some have ever heard me teach on this subject. How many of you, this is your first time hearing me teach yourself? This is your first time hearing me teach on this subject. It's a lot of hands. Praise God. Then it's valuable. And you who've forgotten, it's a good refresher. Job chapter 14, verse 4. Job 14:4. Read.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one.
I'm the only one. See, I go spiritual now on this one. That's what makes me God. See, Job said, not one can do it, right? Only Yahweh. No one can bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing. How are you going to go to pus and bring something clean out of pus? How can you go into an issue you got to paint an issue and then bring a clean thing out of it. What? Only Yahweh can do that. No man, the Bible lets you see right here, no man can bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing. Not one, not one, not one. Woo! I like this one. Go to Psalms 51:2. Read.
Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin.
See, you that are sinners are unclean things. But I have the power to wash you, unclean things. And I have the power to cleanse you from your sins and breaking Yahweh's law. That makes me the only one. That's what makes me God, is that I can make a clean thing out of an unclean. But I take you off the carnal level and let you see this like it is. See, this whole issue thing is spiritual. Oh, glory. Verse 5 reads.
Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me.
That means you are unclean thing from birth. Your old crazy mother did it to you. Your mother did it to you. She conceived you in sin. Meaning what? She was a lawbreaker. She didn't keep Yahweh's law. So you were born in a house full of sinners. And you wonder what's wrong with America. You wonder what's wrong with your life. And no one, not one, has been able to make you clean. I'm the only one. Verse 10. Read.
Create in me a clean heart, O God, Yahweh, and renew a right spirit within me.
What needs cleansing? Your what? Your mind. Look at this. Woo! Well, that just makes me have chill bumps just thinking about identifying what this is about. Ooh, it makes me high. Means your mother had a dirty mind. So when you were born from your mother, you inherited your mother's dirty mind. And when you have a child, your child inherits your dirty mind, which is all full of iniquity and sin. And no matter how many churches you went to, you still kept those devilish, wicked minds that you had and couldn't get rid of it. Until I come, you keep these sinful minds. But that's what needs cleaning up. Your mind. And this book says you need help. I need the Creator to do some creating in me. When I come to the earth, I have to have the power of creation within me. I have to be the creator. I have to have the power to do a spiritual surgery inside your mind and create within you a clean mind. And I have the power to create in every one of you a clean mind. I can do it. Oh, yes, I can. This proves, after I have been teaching you for 8 years on this subject, you have never seen this until I showed it to you. So the veil is still over your mind in the reading of the Old Testament until this very day. The Spirit of Yahweh knew that I would have to teach this subject because 2 weeks ago I saw a brother, when I taught on issues, I mentioned issues, I saw a brother just jump up and run from a sister. He made a great big production. He put on a real show. He grabbed his books and his suitcase, and he saw the sister had a towel, and she was sitting, he looked at the sister in disgust, grabbed his stuff, changed roles. He got on another robe, sat down, and like, here I am now, I'm clean. See, that wasn't the real issue. The real issue is your dirty mind. See, the real issue is when you are next to a brother or a sister whose mind is unclean, then you better watch yourself. You better watch yourself from the thoughts and the ideas that they are planting inside your head to try to help make you dirty and unclean. And you're going to be unclean for a little while, even though you watch yourself. So you have to get rid of that seed that is being planted in your head, which is unseen. You got to go watch your mind and say, oh, Yahweh, create in me a new mind. Don't let that stuff sit in my head. This should cause you to worship Yahweh. You should know who's talking to you. An ordinary man is not talking to you. You need to come to the spiritual level. You need help in verse 10. I need you. See right here, this verse is saying, Yahweh, I can't do this by myself. I need you to create. I need you, the creator, to create in me a clean mind. Oh, Yahweh. I need your help to renew a right spirit within me, because these unclean spirits around me are always coming up with the wrong spirit. They always have the wrong issue in front of me. They're always showing me the wrong issue. Always trying to get my mind to focus on the wrong issue. So Yahweh, I'm going to turn to you to cause me to focus and renew my mind to sit on the right issue. I want the right spirit within me. Now, see, in order to get this help, I'm not going to walk up to you and just hit you on the head with a hammer and create a new spirit in you. How do you get it? Like this verse tells you how you get it. How do you get it? Right? How are you going to get it? What? Put your name, say it on there. Right, you have to want it. I'm not going to force this on you. You say, create. I'm not going to come and give it to you. You have to ask for it. To ask, and it shall be given. You got to seek after this, and you'll find it. See, I'm the true light. You got to seek the light. You have to be able to see who the light is. You have to be able to recognize the light. See, some are in the presence of the light, but they're walking in darkness. They hoodwinked. They're in the presence of the light, but don't know it. They've been blindfolded and hoodwinked. They don't know where they're going. But it's a blessing when you can see that I'm the light. You know I'm the light. You mean to tell me after all these years my mind can get popped open like this? That after all this time my mind was down there somewhere else on this issue matter. All the time, this is a mind thing. All the time. All the time, my mind went from circumcision on the 8th day. Sister said, I'm glad I'm not a man. But see, that's spiritual too. When you analyze the circumcision is when the baby, oftentimes his urinary area is almost closed completely. And up under there is the precipice is adhering to the head of the penis. And then as he grows, if the foreskin is not cut off, then under there it gathers all this dirt and filth and bacteria and accumulation of having sex and stuff. And if you don't have it, it's still gathered under there. And if a man is not circumcised, then it causes a woman to have cervical cancer and other diseases of her femininity. But see, that's spiritual. When you cut off the foreskin, you set up for cleanliness. You cut away that which harbors and holds dirt, filth, and disease. That's what your mind needs. You need the foreskin of your mind, which harbors filth and dirty thoughts, cut away so that you can be clean and not cause a disease or a cancer in the mind of somebody else. It's a real mind thing. So when you do the physical, that's a reminder of the spiritual. You got to do the physical, but you got to remember that spiritual. What a class to me. I know you don't want me to stop.
Royal family and friends, thank you for listening. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, please visit us at www.yahweh144000.com, and also you can enroll in the University of Yahweh by visiting us at www.universityofyahweh.org. Royal family and friends, have a glorious day in Yud Hey Wav Hey. Shalom, Royal family.